Alright guys, welcome back to war number 2 in season 47 of Alliance War. We started off really well. The path fights went really well. We actually brought in an Ascended Doom. Haven't brought in Doom in a long time to actually into war. He's going to handle the first fight here with King Groot. No problem with Doom. We can keep up our... we can keep up our nullifies, as well as we can get the incinerates on. Really not a problem. We can keep all the healing in check here. No issues. Next, we've got Mojo with Masochism here. We are going to go ahead and actually use Magneto here. We're going to make sure the magnetism is on. I always back off and make sure the magnetism is on before I start the fight. And you can see, even with the masochism, I am confident enough that most of the time the parries are going to work. I don't think there was a single time in this fight where my parries did not work. So I'm just going to shoot up to a 3 bars of power, charge my prowess, let it rip, try and take off as much of this Mojo as I can, and we should be in pretty good shape. So there we go, a couple more hits and down. Next, we actually went from path 1 with the junior account to path 3 in section 2. We've got the same future Antman fight with thorns that we've seen before, but we're going to back off again with Magneto. We're going to back off at the beginning, and we're just going to parry, build to a special 3. As always, I run 2 accounts in the same battle group on paths 1 and 3, but because I've got both accounts there, I have the option to switch it up and change up my champs, so I can do like a little bit of path 1, a little bit of path 3, and then try and fit in some minis. Unfortunately, this is one where by the time I did get to do my war fights, we were pretty far behind in this war. It wasn't, we'd have to be like really, every fight you want a solo, but we had to be like super perfect in order to, and a little bit of luck for the other team to die a little bit more. That didn't happen, but I do get a chance in this one to try out a Photon boss with the rank 2 7-star Elsa, so let's look out for that one as well. Here we've got the infamous Iron Man. Here we're going to take with Doom. He's shock immune, and but with this node here, I just want a shock immune champion, so that's really why I'm using Doom here. Plus I can nullify his armor, so I don't have to worry about much of the glancing at all. I can go, even though he's immune to shocks and incinerates, that's fine. You can see I'm already getting plenty of damage in, plus he's got damaging masteries on, so that's not doing him any favors here. So that is fine. I just dodged that special 2, attack back in, and the fight is almost over here. But like Doom was definitely putting in some work here. Definitely enjoying that. So here again, get the nullify his armor up, evade that special 1, and attack back in. No problem there. Alright, now we're going to do our path 3 in phase 1 in order to and then path 1 in section 2. So we're going to start off with Wiccan against Sersi. Here I'm just going to go, I started with the advanced power boost, go light ending combo into the special 1 for the extended duration on the neutralize. Then we go for the medium ending combo for the passive incinerate. Then we go back to the light ending combo with the neutralize to keep, and then the special 1 to keep it on. And at this point, Sersi is just absolutely melting. We'll evade that special, and we are good to go. Next up is Werewolf by Night, and he puts on Ruptures even through the block. So Scorpion, excellent counter. He's immune to Ruptures when he's using either the shocks or the poisons. So this is an easy fight here. Again, nothing on the node in particular that makes this fight special. He has no armor ups, so it's not a problem. Just have to make sure I remember how to bait his specials, and we're good to go. So nothing too crazy here. I did speed up the fights just a little bit because I've got, I think I ended up with like 12 fights in this war between the two accounts, so that is pretty good. But we don't want to go too long. Next up, we got Terrax in section 2 on path 1. So again, beautiful counter is Wiccan here. So even though he has his rock field and you get damage when you're next to him with the rock field, and he gets the armor break on you, all that passive damage can get healed back up with Wiccan with his special 1. So you can see here, he's going to throw his special 2, no problem here. I'm going to go and attack in anyway, and you'll see as my health bar drops, it comes right back up when I go ahead and drop the special 1. You can see here, I'm going to drop down to almost below 50%, and then watch that. All that health comes right back up, and we end up finishing the fight back at like 85% health. So really fun. This was the toughest path fight I think I had. Joe Fixit here, he's a global attacker. We got Buffet and Arc Overload. I decided to go with Warlock here, and my goal here is to try and make sure my infections are up the whole time, spam special 2s. I realized that after I let him throw that special 1, he does get the unblockable, so I do not want to deal with that at all. So I'm just going to hold block and try and push him to bait his heavies. The issue here is that Warlock is not going to let him get to a special 2 because of all the healing that he's getting, because I can't heal block him, but I can prevent him from healing from the regen node. So at this point, I'm just going to hold block and just bait heavy attacks. It's the only I needed Warlock for another fight, but I figure at this point I might as well just take the block damage, force him into heavy attacks, keep pushing myself to 2 bars of power, and then watch him fluctuate between 1.5 and half a bar of health, and then he goes unblockable for the last 25%, and we take him out. Now, the Weapon X fight here, he's Hazard, Shift, Shock, and Bleed. So my plan was hit into the block, build up the infections, and then wait till he's in the bleed mode to hit him. And the fight was going okay. I did some testing with it. I was feeling pretty confident about this, and unfortunately, late in the fight, I'm gonna get an accidental striker. I hate when that happens, and especially, it's one thing if you get the accidental striker in the middle of a combo, and, because there's the passive stun at the end of it, it is always gonna help you out, and it's not gonna feel so bad. Like here, it's bleed again, so I can attack in. I didn't want to get too many shocks on me. But an accidental striker in the worst time can just be the end of the fight. So here, I'm feeling really good. I just got another special 2. I decided, okay, fine, I'm going to get some shocks on me. But he's almost down. But there we go. An accidental striker right here ruins it. So I messed up I got hit, then had an accidental striker, and it destroyed me. To be honest, I went in one more time, and I can't remember what happened, but I was frustrated, and I almost got KO'd immediately and had to go in one more time. So I did die twice there to that Weapon X, which was unfortunate, but again, we were already going to lose this one. I didn't feel too bad about it, but you never want to, you want to solo as many as you can. And here we got another Kingpin. This one's the one we've been doing, the Zemo fight, where he you don't want to I do not want him to go to special 2 here, and Doom was perfect for this fight, because if I don't hit him, I'm going to get rooted, and he gets plus 80% until 2 bars of power, and then not as much power after 2 bars of power, similar to the Battlegrounds node at the moment. But here we're just going to push him to special 1s. If we do get him to special 2 territory, we're going to throw special 1s to steal some power. And I was really happy with how Doom worked out for this fight. So even though I got rooted there for a second, I used the special 1 to get out of it. Bait another heavy attack. There we go. There's an actual intended striker into the special 1. Remove his extra Fury node. Go for another special 2. Even if he shrugs off a bunch of it, some of it sticks for at least a little bit, and down goes Kingpin. So super happy with that. And then This is the same Chavez that almost took me out last time with Cassie, and this time with Doom we can handle her power a little bit better, but we're doing pretty much the same strategy as we did last time, which is hit into the block during the incinerate phase. Then during the shock phase, you can see I got some nice lag spike there. That was fun, made me really nervous. But here I can go ahead, go for full combos, go for some Doom slaps. Here I'm going to steal some power, and now again, in the incinerate phase, I am just going to back off and beta special. Back off, beta special, back off, try and hit into block. I just don't want her throwing a ton of heavy attacks, and as I say that, she throws another heavy attack, but it's as we go into the shock phase, so that's fine. I can counter it. I'm keeping tabs the whole time, looking in the top right there, the left side of the top right, watching that incinerate timer, and when it's just about to go and into the shock mode, then I have the green light to go ahead and attack in. Again, baiting, she was happy to throw a bunch of special ones, which I'm more than happy to evade and counter here. Obviously, she's gaining a lot of prowess every time I'm in the incinerate phase, and I'm not hitting in because of the aggression prowess. So, again, this is why she is good here. But this is fine. We've had 2 counters the last 2 times. There we go. Big special 2. Get some nice incinerate damage going on there. Brings her down below 50%, down to below 40% now. And yeah, so again, a 6-star ascended, maxed out Dr. Doom, putting in some work, which I can't remember the last time I brought in Dr. Doom in a war, and he did phenomenal. And then after this, the only other fight I was going to try was Elsa versus the Photon boss. I did not play as well as I wanted right off the bat. Then I actually did really well, and then made a little mistake at the end before finishing off Photon. So went better than expected. Again, I think in the previous war, someone again, who I don't know what was used for Photon, but I think we gave up all 3 deaths on the Photon the first time. So I only gave up 2 deaths on this Photon. So if I see Photon again, I'll probably put my hand up to try this again with Elsa. So the only thing that was annoying is I did not get, because she's got the True Strike, I can't get my counter right away at the beginning from Elsa's auto evade. So that was, and I forgot about that right at the beginning. So that kind of screwed me up here, because I really got to go for intercepts. And then I think the other thing I need to focus on is in the top right, that she's got her charges of when she goes into pure light, and I think the main thing is to make sure that when you get her to 15 charges and push her into pure light, that she's not at a special, so that you have a chance to back off and let the timer evaporate. Here I got stuck. I had to push her to a special 3, and I got hit early, so unfortunately the special 3 is going to kill me. Not great here, not my best performance, but again, the war was over at this point, so I didn't feel that bad. But here we're going to heal up anyway, and I want to see how much of this Photon can I do. Bait some heavy attacks here. I had a clean evade on that one, and again, it is tier 3, so it's slightly easier crush node than your tier 1 fights. There, I do take a hit there because of the pure light form, but now I'm going to let the pure light form disappear, and now I have another chance to go back in and do some nice damage. And there, the big special 2 from Elsa. And there we go, Striker. We can evade another one there. Again, I think it's at 6 of the charges that she can potentially go unblockable. And ideally, if I throw some more intercepts, then I can block unblockables. But there we go. I need to, at this point, I probably needed to go for an intercept if I could, but here we were doing really, really well. Was really happy with this, but then I accidentally pushed her over a bar of power in the pure light phase, and I get clipped. So, yeah, but there we go. We finish it off here. I still had a fun war. We did not win this one, but you can't win all of them. So 1-1 to start the season, and hopefully we can continue winning some more than we lose. That's hopefully that would be a fun season. So hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye bye.